Let's get loud. Let's get loud. All right, just waiting for everybody to migrate over. Let's get everybody to migrate. Do. Come on, show me my dashboard. Show me my dashboard. Show me what's going on. Come on, I can't see any of my content. Grumpy Sapper, is that you? Crazy things afoot. There we go. Why is this not showing any of my videos? Being attacked by bugs. Chat in. Tell me what's going on. I'm going to do a poll in the chat. Hi, Debs. Hi, Debs. There we go. We're going to watch in the control room. No, it is not made for kids. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. All right. All right. So good evening, Jackie's Crystal Moon. How are you? Kamala. I'm doing a poll here. Hillary. Who else? And everybody, it is Grumpy Sapper's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grumpy. Happy birthday to you. So everybody go on over and I want you to subscribe to my boy, Grumpy Sapper over here. My YouTube is freaking out right now. So Grumpy Sapper, Grumpy Sapper. Come on, Grumpy Sapper. Let's go. There we go. Come on. This is going to play some music because his main screen. Ooh, Grumpy Sapper neon sign? Yes! Psychic win. Psychic score. So hang on. I'm just going to. Everybody, it's Grumpy's birthday. Please go subscribe to him. Go on over and give him a subscribe there. Go. He needs all the Grumpy Sapperettes. There's suffragettes and there's sapperettes. So, yeah, wild. We're going to do a little psychic score here. Where's my psychic score? You ready? Ready? I called it. Truth, I said it was going to be Friday. I said he was going to declare it on Friday and he didn't, but I think he made the decision on Friday and I think he wanted to get through brunch today. So this morning I was talking to the loudest librarian in the world, my girlfriend, Kathy, and I said, he's having the saddest brunch ever right now. So, and I'm like totally like beached out. Like, look, I've got, cockatoos in my ears and whatnot. I'm all summered out. I've got blue eyeshadow, blue and green eyeshadow. I was not going to come on. So psychic score for me. Let's go. Debbie and I were only off by 2 days, but I think the decision was made. I have this red blotch on me. Let me get this off here. So all right. So what do we want to know? What do we want to know? And does anybody want to come on? I am willing to have people on today. Let's do this. So if you're not a psychic, I'll have you on for a minute or so and we'll talk about whatever your questions are. You can click on that link. If you are a psychic, you can help Ed, but I'm going to rotate this. I'm not going to stay on long because there's a bunch of pina coladas upstairs that are waiting for me out of iced tea. I just did a reading on Hillary because I thought I was hearing that Hillary, what the heck is this? There was some reports online that Hillary, they were talking about her as the replacement So, oh, and I should have put Michelle Obama in my poll too. Let me put her on there. Michelle Obama. I don't know who else could possibly, who else is the potential replacement? Who else is a potential replacement? Guys, let me know in the comments. So, oh, Luna, I'll do that. I'll read that in just a second, but I'm doing a poll. So there's a poll up for you guys, in those of you that are in YouTube. So you can go check that out and get your votes in. Newsom. No, I just put it up. So Laura, I just put it up. So oh, and thanks, Jackie. Yeah, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. So all right, let's start here. Let's see. I've got put your questions. We're just talking about politics today. We're gonna put Newsom. What else? Gavin Newsom. Everybody's talking about that guy. So let's see what we've got. Pull up the card view. Grumpy Sapper's going to show up in a little bit on his birthday. Correct. Newsom cannot be on the same ticket as Kamala. That's my friend B Bear. Where's B Bear? There's B Bear. They cannot be on the same ticket. One of them would have to move out. There was something about oh, Sylvia, good question. There was something about Marco Rubio moving to another state if he was going to run with Trump. So I am, I'm not excited that Joe dropped out. I'm excited that there's craziness afoot. I'm not an anarchist, but Gretchen Whitmer, thank you. Hind B? Let me see. I can't add Gretchen Whitmer. I can't add her to the poll. I can't add her to the poll. So just let the poll ride. Right now we've got 60% for Michelle Obama, 5 votes. So get your votes in there. Everybody's saying Gavin doesn't qualify. That's okay. So put up your questions about what's going on next. Now what for Joe? Let me see. Grumpy got his tarot cards. He got a Grumpy Sapper Dion sign. I'm stoked that I was sort of right. Debbie, you should be stoked that you were sort of right too. We were sort of right. It was coming. All right. So will they run Michelle as VP? So she does qualify, Michelle Obama. She does qualify to be VP. Let's start with, how does Michelle, I feel like I need a totally different deck for this one. How does Michelle feel about running as VP? What's her feeling on that one? Let's get loud. I got Jennifer Lopez stuck in my head, and I'm not a Jennifer Lopez fan at all. How does Michelle feel as running as VP? Not her cup of tea. I don't think it's her cup of tea. Not going to solve the problem. So basically, I think if Michelle runs as VP, what winds up happening is that she is solving all the problems without getting any of the accolades. Thank you, everybody, for being here. There's 29 cookies in the cookie jar. Hit my like button, please. Do that. Oh, Sylvia's daughter here. Sylvia's daughter, you are good with the question. The party is struggling. I don't think Michelle will accept the nomination. There will never be 2 women ticket. So I don't think that Michelle, this doesn't give Michelle enough agency. Thank you very much. I'm going to split. TD, look at TD showing up in the chat. Hi, TD. So, let me go back up here. And I just want to put up the comment that I had. Where did it go? Just bear with me. This is Michelle Obama we're looking at. I want you guys to know what's going on. Will they run Michelle? There we go. So I think it's very difficult for Michelle to get into this position, because if she were put up as VP, because she would be in a position to be a problem solver without the agency over that. Very content being at home. She's going to walk away from that and not go for that brass ring because it's really not a brass ring. Much more comfortable at home, happiest at home, not kowtowing to the powers that be. She's not playing any games with the party. And here, this world in reverse, like this is a deal that's done. I think she really wants to just stay out of the fray at this point. So what does the party think of that? What does the part? Well, actually, let's see what Barack feels about that. How does Barack feel about her not doing it? What was his advice? What was Barack's advice here? Let's go. One. So Barack's advice, he really let her make the decision on that. You know, and it sounds that's like so misogynistic, but he let her make the decision on this. It was her call. He said, if you want to do it, I'll support you. If you don't want to do it, I totally understand. So he really let her go with that. What is his feeling? What is the party's feeling about her turning them down? Because I'm going to say she turned them down. So we got, I'll do it, Hillary. Our poll is still going. Everybody's voting for Michelle. This is the party's feeling. We're going to make this easy for you. We're going to give you lots of people. You won't have to do a thing, which is the wrong pitch to her. That is absolutely the wrong pitch. You won't have to do a thing now. We'll just let, do you guys see this? Do you see this one? That sucker? So the pitch is this. You won't have to do anything now. We're just going to set you up for the top job later. You'll wind up in that good top job by hook or by crook. So there's somebody had a question a little bit further down. Let me see. I think these kind of go together. I think if they got Michelle to accept the VP, I think perhaps the plan is to kind of make it a short-term position. So that is super interesting. So when I get into Michelle Obama's head, it's very, very indifferent about whether or not she wants this job. She's very content doing what she's doing. I think, you know, between putting the girls back into a position, I mean, they're always going to have a public position, but putting the girls back into an actively public position, I think is very distasteful to her. I don't think she wants to do it. I think she wants them to kind of go and flourish on their own. So and that is something that you have to take into consideration when you go into public service. Hang on, I'm just getting some liquids. That this is going to be a thing for your family. I've got Grumpy in there. Do you want to be on the camera? Is that a yes? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. All right. Everybody, here's my buddy, Grumpy Sapper. There's my friend.
Yeah.
So things got weird here in the United States, didn't they?
Can you see it?
Oh, I'm going to make it big. Hang on. Oh my. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. And perfect. So now we just got to get you all tuned up. And not tuned up, but like tuned up on your tarot cards. We got to get you tuned up. So this is bananas, right? Like, how crazy is this? Like, it is crazy times in the United States. So, Grumpy, what do you know about Gavin Newsom? So he's governor of California. He is a rules for me, not for thee kind of guy. During the pandemic, he was out and about, you know, hanging out in restaurants and all that. Oh, I lost him. He's gone. He disappeared. We'll get him back. We'll get him back. So, all right, let's see what is going to happen with Gavin Newsom. Well, we're waiting for Grumpy to come back in. So Gavin is definitely disappointed about this. And what he's going to do is he's going to offer up all of his assistance to the powers that be, to the party, to all of that. He's going to be like, I'm here for you. I will get things done. I'm going to, you know, make sure that we do what we have to do here in the United States. And you're back.
Sorry, fat fingers.
Wait, oh, I think I have a happy birthday video. Here, let me see.
Oh, I've had that last night.
I have a video for everything.
Yeah. Really?
Oh no, not like that. Not like that. So Gavin Newsom, governor of California, he was a dude that they were kind of promoting as a potential front runner. He's Nancy Pelosi's nephew. I think he's going to present himself as, you know, a really great guy, savior of the party, you know, team player, all of that whatnot. You know, just like I'm helping out, but he's laying tracks for later. So we're going to hear more about him later. So right now, not happy about not being the front runner guy. Everybody else is saying, no, he's got to stand down. We've got to transform him into a different role, a more presidential role, but now is not the time. It's going to be in the future. So the plan is this. So, you know, I just did a reading on Hillary, and I just posted it up, right? I literally was posting it as this information was coming across. And I think that they're really going to let this election go. I don't think they're going to fight for this election very much. And then I think there's going to be unrest after the election. So you heard it here first. Let me see. All right. So next question. I'm going to pull up the next one. Who convinced Joe to drop out? So who are our contenders here? Let me see who's texting me. My phone is blown. That's Laura Trump text messaging me. So with the news. So, okay. So Grumpy, what are you doing for your birthday today?
I've done nothing. I've just been lazy. I had a bit of a heavy night last night, so I felt a bit sort of fragile this morning.
So, delicate? You're feeling delicate?
Yeah.
Is your birthday actually today?
It's today. Yeah. My birthday's today.
Why did I think it was the 25th?
Well, I'm a Cancer, so definitely not Leo.
But is the 25th Leo?
No, 25th is Leo. Yeah. As of tomorrow, Leo starts.
Oh, duh. Okay. I'm not thinking. I'm thinking about the election. So, so you're on the cusp because you are more Leo-like.
No, I'm more Cancer-like. Definitely more Cancer.
I think you're very sweet. I think you're very nice. I think you're very kind. But I also think that you are a very big personality, which is our Leos. Not like that. Not what I meant.
No, I am. I'm a very confident person.
Yes. And like some Cancers can be, but some aren't. So, all right. So let's see. Who do you think convinced old Joe, to drop out? Do you think it was his family, or do you think it was power players in politics? What do you think?
I think it's powerful politics. It's his family are trying to milk it as much as they can.
Okay.
Jill Biden was obviously pushing it as far as she could, but I think the penny is now dropped and realization that he can't continue. He's mentally incompetent.
Yeah. So this side will be family. This side will be politicians. So who do we have? Family. Nope. Politicians. They said it was time to come out.
Yeah.
Family said stick it out. All right. So now, where does that leave? Our choices are Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Obama. All right. So
they are scraping the barrel.
Yeah. So was it Nancy, Chuck Schumer, or Obama who convinced him? So we got Nancy. Nancy said, give it up. Chuck Schumer said, walk away. Obama said, get going. It was all three of them. Which one had the biggest impact?
Chuck.
You're right, Chuck. Obama told him, don't worry, you'll get a library. You'll go about your business. It was Chuck. Yeah. Good call. Good call. See, all of us cancers are psychic. Look at that. So, all right. So we'll take a look at Gretchen Whitmer. Now, she's a governor of Michigan. Is she Michigan governor? But she had like a kidnapping attempt. Like there was some weird thing that went on with her a while ago. So what's going on with Gretchen? What's going to happen with her? So she is, I don't think she's going to make a push for the top job yet. I think she was told to stand down. We've got the Knight of Cups up here. Queen of Swords, she's prepping for the next round. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Whitmer Newsom ticket in the next 4-year election. That would not be a shocker to me. So I don't know who's the top and who's the bottom of those two. Being very suggestive today. So, I question whether they would have him lead the ticket, but I think right now, 2024, there's some long range planning that's going on with the party. So I think Hein B, this is for next 4 years, the 2028 election. Oh God, I'll have 2 kids, one out of college and one in college. Holy moly. I think 2028, we're going to see a ticket with possibly these 2. Right now, that's the talking that they're doing in council. So are you, let me know in the comments, are you shocked by this? Is everybody shocked by this, or did we all expect this to happen? Just chat it on in there. So, so Kamala, what's the plan for Kamala? If they're going to put her on the ticket, what's the plan? They really want her to get this job.
I think they're going to send her packing.
Another suggestive word.
She's just she's about as useful as boobs on a fish.
Did you say boobs on a fish?
Yeah.
We say tits on a bowl here.
Well, yeah, I'm just being okay with my conversation. Otherwise, I would have said tits as well.
Oh, we could say tits here. It's not a bad word, is it? I mean, we all have
I'm a gentleman, excuse me.
So I think Kamala is fighting for this. I think she does. I think she doesn't want to get out of that seat. Did you ever see the movie Little Nicky?
Yes.
When his brother doesn't want to get out of the throne. Yeah. And poor Harvey Keitel is there. Thanks, Dad. And he throws him off. I don't think she wants to get out of the seat. I think she is.
She wants to have her turn, but it will never happen.
Being a little bit psychic, what kind of feeling do you get from her? I feel like she's almost like a coiled spring, like a swimmer on a.
I think she's been put into her position, and she's way out of her depth. She has no clue what she's doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you know her husband grew up in my town?
No, I didn't know that. No.
Yeah, how weird is that, right? Like right down the road, right down the road.
I wonder how he met her, because she used to be on the game, didn't she?
Yeah, I don't know how he met her. Somebody just told me recently, but yeah, the high school that my son goes to, apparently he went to as well. So weird.
Nice.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
And I don't think we have anything, like tribute to him. We have like a Hall of Fame. I don't think we have any tribute to him there. So, how does Kamala see herself? She's torn between two places. How others see her is they say no, she's not ready for primetime players.
I'll come straight back.
Oh, sure. So, hopes and fears. Her hope is that the party is going to say yes and rally behind her. But her fear is that the party is going to not rally behind her. Up here, I think we have indecision. I think in her heart of hearts, she knows that they really don't want her and that she really can't win it. Can she win it? Let's do past, present, future. Can she win it? Holy moly, I'm still reeling from this, guys. I can't believe he just dropped out. Past, present, future. So in the past, yes, she always thought she was very competent, very capable of doing the job. Reverse imposter syndrome. Present, she is really comparing her legacy versus the current legacy of old Joe. I'm calling him old Joe. She's basically saying, well, I'm better than what he's been demonstrating over the last few weeks, which is not really a good thing. So over here, I think there's going to be some fighting in the immediate future. I think between now, let's do a real quick look about what's going to happen for the party through the Democratic National Convention. So we're going to do little storytelling here, boys and girls, boys and girls. Thank you everybody for being here. I know it's a beautiful Sunday. I am going to go out and drink some pina coladas on the porch in a minute. So what is the storyline for the Democratic Party for now? Storyline is this blew us up. This whole situation blew up our leadership and the guy who is in charge. We did this to ourselves through the policies and the plans that we put in place. We all knew that this was happening. We knew he wasn't competent. Just going to throw a couple there. It was a big smoke screen. We knew that we should have done something earlier. So that's stage one. We're going to do that. So that's next week. We go into Ace of Wands, new beginnings, but it's still not going to be a happy story because they don't have anybody who's going to put asses in the seats. I have been saying forever that Michelle Obama will put asses in the seats, but it doesn't seem that she wants to get out of her cushy area. So, so this is next week. Next week, there's going to be a lot of thinking and a lot of no's. So a lot of scrambling and a lot of no's. So going into, I guess that brings us to the first week of August, going into the first week of August, they're going to be cutting deals with different people. All of a sudden, I did get Kennedy. So I don't know if they're going to do a reach around and try and talk to RFK and see if they can bring him back home. And because I think RFK gives Trump a very, very good run for his money. I think the I think the velocity behind both of those names is huge. What do you think, Grumpy, of RFK Jr.?
I think he's of a better age for certain, but I think under the circumstances of what Trump's just been through and the way he's pushing himself forward right now, I think he's gained a lot of respect. I know people want change, but I think people are coming under the realization that actually Trump could actually make things better.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm just going through some of our comments here. So mind over matter. I didn't need to be psychic to know. Well, he kept saying he wasn't. Penny, I'm shocked too. I predicted it, but I'm shocked. Oh, and Sylvia wants to know if there's going to be an election. Mind over matter. Absolute Trevor. Trevor, I dropped a link if you want to come on. You want to come chit chat? I can drop it back in. There you go, boo. We'd love to see you. So if you're not camera ready, I totally understand. I have like an hour's worth of makeup on.
Me too.
So you know, here we'll chit chat a little bit and see if Trevor comes on. So I was liking some of the things that RFK was saying, and I think it's weird that he's like married to a celebrity. You know, it's like it gets. I mean, I know that that Trump is basically a reality TV guy. I get it, but RFK, I was like, oh yeah, like I kind of like some of the stuff he's saying, and I do think that in the modern scope of politics here in the United States, that the politics of the Kennedys is very moderate compared to what the Liberal Party has done here now. So I was like, oh yeah, he's kind of cool. I mean, he had some weird, weird hangups about vaccinations and all that, and that is what it is. But I forgot that he played a really huge role in getting his cousin Michael Skakel out of jail, and Michael Skakel was convicted of the murder of Martha Moxley in Greenwich, Connecticut, 1975. It was a horrific murder of a 15-year-old girl on Mischief Night, the night before Halloween. Is that what night is that for you? The night before All Hallows Eve? Is that Guy Fawkes night or?
Guy Fawkes follows on November the 5th.
Oh, okay. So it's a little bit later. So
Yeah.
on Mischief Night here, the night before Halloween, what kids historically did, they don't do it anymore, but they'd go out and they'd like throw toilet paper in trees and they'd throw eggs at your house and they'd do all kinds of stuff, soap up your cars. It's like fixable stuff, nothing crazy. In some of the cities, it would turn into something called Hell Night. And there would be fire and things like that. It would get kind of chaotic. But so Martha Moxley, 1975, was hanging out. They were 1 year in Greenwich, Connecticut, which is a cloistered community. It's very, very wealthy, and nobody gets in and out. Every community is gated. It's still one of the most expensive towns in the United States. And she was bludgeoned and then stabbed through the neck with a golf club. And the golf club actually had the name Ann Skakel engraved on it. And they found the set of golf clubs, but they didn't find the one that killed her. So Michael Skakel was convicted of that murder after Mark Furman of the O.J. Simpson case, after he wrote a book on it. Dominic Dunn was involved in it too. He wrote a book called oh my goodness, I can't remember, A Season in Purgatory, and that was a dramatization of the Martha Moxley story. He wrote it in with permission from her mother to try and raise awareness of it. Dominic Dunn was the father of the older teenage girl in the Poltergeist movie, and she was actually killed by her boyfriend, strangled to death by her boyfriend in 1981. How do I know all these dates? Like, look at me go. So
Related to Foxy.
RFK Jr. Was one of the guys that helped get Michael out of jail, and now the case is sealed. They're not retrying it, and he's out and about doing his thing. So it's pretty wild. So I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm digging him. So Sylvia says that Michelle has an active war room. So let's see what that's all about. Let's see if that's a real deal. Does Michelle have an active war room? Does she have a war room? I need a war room at my house. So Michelle has a war room, but it's not for this. It's for dominion over her world. It's not for a presidency. She doesn't want to be in charge of the country, but she wants to be in charge of her business. So if she has a war room, that's what is going on. All right, so let me see if there's some more questions here. I agree, Brenda. He's going to wait until 2028. Let me see. We're scrolling through. Will there be an election? 38 people here. Everybody, as you come in, say happy birthday to my buddy Grumpy.
Thank you, guys.
He writes all the songs. He writes all the songs that make us laugh and smile and cry. A couple of things that you wrote made me cry. I just want you to know that. The one about your beautiful girls, like I was like, ah, like a big boob. So, will there be an election in November? So let's look at, we're going to look at mid-October. Let's see what's going on there. Thanks everybody for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe. Mid-October, we don't have leadership anymore, guys. The dream is over. So mid-October, we don't have leadership here in the United States. They're going to be scrambling, but it's going to be a done deal. So what are we talking about? The beginning of November. Here we go. Fresh start, but a false start. Fresh start, false start. There's going to be conflict. Okay, so if there is, all right, one card. Is there election? Ooh. That's a big fat no. That's
Really?
a big fat no. Yeah, that's a no. Which kind of makes sense. So we're going to put these guys up here. Just put these up here. I'm going to put this deck over here. Sorry, guys, if that was disappointing. And then we're going to pull out another deck. Take this Phantom Wise. I've got tarot decks all over my table right now. I'm running out of real estate. So why aren't we going to have an election? Why is there no election? Strength. So the strength card, what we're doing with that strength card is we are wrangling things back under control. So this is going to be a way that they wrangle it back under control. What's going to be the cause of it? The Empress in reverse. Now, I've been saying this for a while. I've been saying Trump just reacted, guys. So we're going to check in just a second. I'll read whatever it is. So stick with me. Don't jump off the feed. So I've been saying for a while that they're going to take a shot at a female. Let's pause just for a second. And I am going to pull up X. And let's see what Trump's reaction is. By the way, it's Don Knotts' 100th birthday. For those of you that are fans of Don Knotts, we are huge fans. Okay, describe Joe Biden in one word. Let me go to Donald J. Trump. Michelle Obama is trending right now, just so you guys know. Lady C is trending too. Gavin Newsom is trending. Hillary is trending. Madam President is trending. Jimmy Carter is trending.
Well, Lady C is no good as a president, and Jimmy Carter's way past.
I would vote for Lady C. I'd love that lady. So where is his response?
So Megan's not running then?
Jam for everybody. So, all right, hang on, guys. Hang on. I'm gonna find out Donald Trump's response to.
They've probably edited out the "told you so."
All right, so here we go. I got it, guys. Stick with me. Tell me it's a video. And this is from Newsweek. In a stunning turn of events that has shaken the political landscape, former President Donald Trump wasted no time in responding to President Joe Biden's unexpected withdrawal from the 2024 race. Trump's immediate reaction, delivered in a statement to CNN, was characteristically blunt and critical of his longtime rival. Quote, Biden will go down. Biden will go down as the single worst president by far in the history of our country, Trump declared. The former president's I'm still doing it like him. The former president's swift response underscores the high-stakes nature of the upcoming election and the intense rivalry between the two political figures. Adding to this sentiment, Trump sent this message out to his personal Truth Social page, reacting to Biden's announcement. Quote, Crooked Joe Biden was not fit to run for president and is certainly not fit to serve and never was. He only attained the position of president by lies, fake news, and not leaving his basement. All those around him, including his doctor and the media, knew that he wasn't capable of being president, and he wasn't. And now look at what he's done to our country, with millions of people coming across our border, totally unchecked and unvetted, many from prisons, mental institutions, and record number of terrorists. We will suffer greatly because of his presidency, but we will remedy the damage he has done very quickly. Make America great again. So there he is. There he is, making a bold statement. So, wow. I'm telling you, like, this is crazy stuff. This is crazy, crazy stuff that's going on. There's Kennedy. I liked him initially, but not so great. So, all right. So back to the election. And give me a 1 if you like give me a 1 in the chat if you like my Donald Trump impression. How'd I do, Grumpy? How was it?
Oh, so I thought it was Indian.
This is a really funny story. So we're going to depart. We're going to tell a funny story real quick. So there's a Dr. Seuss book called Horton Hatches the Egg, and it's about an elephant that hatches an egg for a lazy bird named Maisie, and she goes to Florida. And so I was still with my ex, who is Scottish and has, speaks broad. So, he's from Peterhead, Scotland. So his accent's, unbelievably complicated. And so when I would read this story to my kids, I would read it in a Long Island accent because Maisie was lazy. She didn't want to raise her kids, and she went down to Florida. So she just didn't. And then when she was all done on vacation, she came back and she wanted her egg, but Horton had already raised the egg. So when I would read this story to them, I'd do this crazy Long Island accent. One day, my ex came in and he goes, "Anna, that is the worst Cockney accent I've ever heard." A Long Island accent. It's so far from a Cockney accent. I can't even tell you. But his accent is hilarious because he's been here since he was 21. He's 60 now. And his accent's so watered down. And one day his brother was here, who still lives in Scotland, still has a beautiful accent. And Alan said to his brother Eck, he goes, "Okay." And Eck like stopped in his tracks and he looked at him. He goes, "Okay." So I spoke with a Scottish accent for the rest of the holiday, and they were dying. They're like, "Your accent's better than his." So, all right. So I think there's going to be a shot taken. I'm spitting lots of stuff. I think that there's going to be an incident with a woman. I'm telling you now. I think that there's going to be an incident with a woman. I think there's going to be some unrest, and somebody's going to take a shot. So what happens after that? Do we go into crisis mode? Yes. Ace of Wands, we go into crisis mode. 6 of Swords, we lock down. I think potentially we have somebody move into a position, Joe's position, something goes down, and we're like, "Oh, can't have that election because somebody got a boo-boo." Knight of Cups, everybody's going to be upset. 6 of Cups, they're going to say, "We're just going to settle everything down." Ace of Cups, you're not going to like it. 4 of Swords, just sit down. But this is where everybody kind of reflexes from that. So if in fact we don't have an election, people are going to respond to it, if you know what I mean. Read between the lines. People will respond to that. So my poll is still going. Kamala is at 57% as a replacement for Joe. Hillary's at 9%. Michelle Obama's at 35%. We've got 23 votes. So if you're on the feed, get your votes in. There is a poll in the chat. So somebody should go over and check on Linda G. Comanche Psychic. Never seen someone spin the tarot card so positively and all that. Oh my God, I got to see that. Okay. I got to go check that out. Look, Grumpy, you got all these happy birthdays popping up.
I know. Thank you very much, guys.
People love you. Yeah, you know, best thing, go over there and subscribe to him.
Please, I need the numbers. No, I'm not begging. I'm not begging.
But you're not begging?
No, God, no. I'll never beg.
Well, I'm telling people, go over there. It's fun stuff.
I want people to like my content.
Yeah, what is there not to like? It's funny.
And there's more songs. There's more songs coming next week.
So what were you singing last night? What Michael Bublé song?
Oh God, I was singing. Oh, what was I singing? I don't know. I was drunk.
When we do our best karaoke.
It was a very, very good night. It was a very good night.
So I know that Trevor allegedly has a really good voice. I heard that through the grapevine. I heard he's got a really good voice. So are you a trained singer as well?
I'm not trained, but I do like to sing. I can do a bit of CCR.
Ooh.
Do you know what? I sang Me and Mrs. Jones last night by God, who sang now? Billy Paul.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I sang that one last night. It went down very well. Bit of Lionel Richie.
Oh, I am a huge Lionel Richie fan. I really like Lionel Richie. I think he is like one of my top 5 singers. You know who like my number 1, number 2 is? It's like Freddie Mercury and Meatloaf.
Hey, I was singing "Too Much Love Will Kill You" by Freddie last night.
Ooh, So I have a theory. The way his mouth was constructed, Carly Simon has the same kind of mouth. People that have that kind of construction, and Angelina Jolie has a mouth like that. I have a theory that Angelina Jolie has a great voice.
Yeah,
I think she does. So let's see if there's going to be a cyber attack. You tell me. Actually, let's do it with Lenormand.
But you know something? Let's talk about this cyber attack.
Yeah. We're going to do it with Lenormand.
We never had one here.
What do you mean? The other day? Oh.
Never happened here.
Oh.
That tells you a lot.
I'm going to tell you something too. It didn't happen at my house either. So. There were no planes in the sky. That was kind of weird, but I didn't notice it until somebody told me.
Yeah.
So you didn't have it there, huh?
No, nothing.
Was it after you plugged in the Grumpy Sapper sign? Because maybe that had something to do with it.
Maybe. Yeah.
All right. So here, cyber attack. We've got fish, abundance right in the middle. And Clover, good stuff happening. The whip, putting a stop to that. And then the sun will come out tomorrow. There's a woman and clouds. The man, the birds, and the tree. So here's my thinking on this with the Lenormand. All right. So we've got Clover, good thing. The internet is a good thing. Having, the World Wide Web. The whip is a bad thing that happens and a repeated thing. So I think we're going to see more of these. I don't think we're done. I don't think it's done. I think we're going to keep seeing these interruptions. When we go here under the surface here, this is an unseen influence on diagonal. This unseen influence, the whip and the clouds, we're going to keep having these blackouts. We're going to keep having interruptions in our service. But it's like it's going to go on and off, which is going to be annoying and disruptive, but it's not going to be entirely disruptive. So coming down this way, good thing, bad thing. So when we look at the woman and the man in Lenormand, when we're doing like a big kind of bold reading about a lot of things, this can be two parties, two opposed parties that are working together. In this sense, because we have this grouping with the fish and the birds, they're in a good conversation. So birds are always conversation, talking, cooperation. Depends on what kind of cards we get on the other side of it. This is a good cooperation. There are different teams that are working together so that they can start something new. They've got to drop all this craziness on us to start something new. So is there going to be a cyber attack? Yes, I think we're going to see sustained, consistent cyber attacks. I'm sorry, guys. If that's the case, you won't see me here in the little idiot box. But
it's all about control.
What's that?
It's all about control.
All about control, yeah. Like, how annoying is it when your lights go on and off?
Are you talking about Joe Biden again?
So my mom, when she was growing up, they had a light switch at one end of their hallway and the other end of their hallway. And they, you could turn the light on or off. And there was a kid called Eddie Nitch when they were little, and he would come over with his brother and they would flip the lights on and off. They would have light races and drive my grandmother crazy. So like anytime I say lights on and off, I think about Eddie Nitch. I never met him. I have no idea where he is in the world now. But Eddie Nitch. So will someone from big business run? That's a good question. Let's see. Will someone from big business run? This is someone from the past. So this potentially is that Kennedy brand name. Potentially, because when you think about it, the Kennedy brand name is a business. That is a political business that was set up. Let's put that there. Let's see. Kennedy, is it Kennedy? Are they going to flip him back to them? No, that's a huge disappointment. Not going to get it. George Clooney, big business in Hollywood. Do we get him? No, too much conflict with him, too much complication. Just for fun, let's say Jack Black. Jack Black, no. Everyone's walking away from him like he's Harvey Keitel turning into a vampire and From Dusk Till Dawn. I'm so glad you got that reference.
just for fun, put Archwell.
Archwell? Archwell. Yeah, no, not going to happen. How about Meghan Markle? Let's see if we get a Meghan Markle and Harry ticket. Oh, good Lord, no. The whole world says no. So Kamala is taking the lead on the poll, guys. Get in there. Make some predictions there. Who's going to replace Joe? We got Kamala at 60% right now. So who else? Do we get like a Bill Gates? How about like a Bill Gates?
No.
Who else is like a big business guy that we could get in there? Oh, what's his name? The Amazon guy. What's his name?
Oh,
Jeff Bezos.
Bezos, no way.
Nope, he's too busy counting his money and looking at his wife's new boobs.
Yeah.
I said it. There, I said it. Who else? I don't know. I'm kind of running out of steam on
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. He not born in America.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, not born in America.
Will
RFK drop out and endorse Trump? Let me get some more cards in here. Hang on. And you know what? I'm going to switch up decks just to freshen us up a little bit. Put some selenite on those. So will RFK drop out and endorse Trump?
I don't think we don't need any more celebrities. We should stop at Arnold Schwarzenegger. Enough now.
Biden just endorsed Kamala after dropping out, guys.
Well, he'll endorse anybody. He hasn't got a clue what penny's doing with
it. Sure. Holy Kamala. All right. RFK, is he going to drop out? 3 of Pentacles. Yes, I do think I don't think he's going to drop out, but I do think he's going to support Trump. I think he's going to say, we need to do this. We need to rally behind someone who's going to take charge of the country. There's the Hermit. This is somebody who's tried and tested, somebody who has gotten in there, who has done some good things. Does he like having to do that? No. Is he going to say negative things behind closed doors? Yes, he is going to do that. But up front, he knows how to play the political game. He is from a political family. So that's what I think he's going to do. Is Joe Biden really supporting Kamala? I got to say that right now, guys. Hang on. Is Joe Biden really supporting Kamala, or was he forced to do it? Is he really supporting her? Does he really believe in her?
Do you know who I'd love to see? I mean, okay, Trump has his downsides, but do you know who I would love to see? Is Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
He's a no-nonsense guy.
He's a little too hot, I think.
Yeah.
A little too fiery.
He speaks for everybody.
Yeah, but he's a little tough to swallow. He's a little too fiery. He needs a little zhuzhing up. So, all right. Joe Biden, is he really endorsing Kamala? Initially, in the past, yes, he was totally game to have her on there. Right now, in the present, he is reluctant to give her any support. He was forced to do this, guys. He is licking his wounds. We're going to also look at how he feels right now. He is pissed that he's got to walk out of this. In the future, we're going to find out some things that he said about her. I'm saying it now. Mark it, because we're going to get another psychic score out of this in a few weeks. He said some awful things about her. He is not a Kamala fan. I'm saying it now. My psychic opinion. So let's look at how Joe is feeling right now. How is he feeling right now?
He's getting a new job, apparently.
What's that?
He's working for a diaper company.
I thought you were going to say bikini inspector or something because he's at his beach house.
I think those days are gone.
So how is Joe feeling? He is pissed, guys. He is pissed. He was forced into this situation. He was forced into it. And he's angry that his legacy is now going to be a loser. But he's lucky they didn't shoot him with 5 darts. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Like I was doing a Ace Ventura thing. 3 darts is too many.
Just can't do it, Captain.
So he is furious. He did not want to go. He did not want to go. That chariot is in reverse. He absolutely did not want to do this. Queen of Pentacles in the back. He knows that his legacy is shot. He knows it. He's going to go down. Jimmy Carter is probably celebrating right now because he is going down as the worst president where Jimmy Carter was before. In his head, he's trying to get over it and he's trying to figure out what the next step is. So basically, he's got a plan for retirement. So he's going to try and be as noble as possible and he's going to be as sweet as possible. This is his conduct. We've got the 6 of Wands, the King of Cups, and the 3 of Cups. This is his conduct as he's walking out the door. So did he want to walk away from this job? I think a little bit. I think the debate got the best of him. And I think he really said, I've got to step down from this. I got to walk away. Yep, Penny, full moon today. Absolutely. 6:30. I woke up. I was like, it's a full moon right now. Yes, Grumpy does have a channel. I will pull it up. Copy. I'm putting it in the chat again. And we're going to wrap up shortly because the Hutches are coming on shortly, 4 o'clock. So, TD, you came over from PNR. I am broadcasting to PNR. Wow. I didn't realize I did that. Humanaki had hours of power outage. Mark B. Weed Extreme. Nice to have you here, fella. Haven't seen you here before. 3/4 of the stars will fall. I kind of like this guy's. Wait, trying to bring this up. I like this guy's style. So, Elon, Sunflower, warm greetings from Europe. Things are weird here in the United States. Elon has endorsed Trump. We know that. So, Mark B. Weed Extreme, KJV Bible. Oh, God, King James Bible. Trump of God destroyed the Antichrist, but the Antichrist will not finish his 4 years. Oh, dude, you are a welcome chatter here. Pritzker is a very interesting throwdown there. So, one of my friends made me very much aware of the Pritzkers. So let's see. Let's see if we get Pritzker coming to the fore for this election. We're going to talk about this election. Pritzkers are into all kinds of weird stuff. Very warm to it, and very interested in making it happen. Has the money, has all of the business to make it happen. 4 of Cups has been sitting in the wings waiting to do it. Judgment, they're going to run this by some polls. I don't know if we're going to get it this time, though. Pritzker, I think, is going to psychically, I'm saying he's going to come in. The Pritzker family is going to come in under the radar. They're going to come in as cabinet. They're going to come in the back door. They're not going to walk in through the front door. They already have a position of power. They're going to maintain it. Here, the way that they come in is going to be outed. So I don't know if that's going to go through. If Trump wins the election, I think he's got their number. So Penny, is he going to resign? Let's see. Are we going to get a resignation? Because a lot of people are saying, I saw it on X, a lot of people are like, if he can't do the election, how can he finish out the rest of his term? But again, one of my friends said that, if he resigns, it makes the United States look weak. So we show our slip then. So what do you think, Grumpy? You're a military guy. Like, what about weakness? How do you feel about leadership weakness?
If you've got weak leadership, you lose respect. People look to you to lead the way. And as soon as you sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, as soon as you start, losing the respect of the people, then you lose your leadership.
So being outside of the United States, how damaging do you think the weakness that was exhibited by Joe Biden really affected the standing of the United States?
It's made it look a laughing stock. It really has.
Yeah, I agree.
Putin is sat in his chair, drinking his vodka, just laughing his tits off.
I've seen that man shirtless. He doesn't have tits. He's pretty ripped out. No, I agree. And I think they're, the thing with Pootie didn't make any aggressive moves, almost because he did what he wanted to do on his side of the world, but he didn't make any aggressive moves toward the United States. I really and truly feel because he did not feel that it was a worthy opponent. I think he felt that Trump was a worthy opponent. Did you read Putin's playbook?
I didn't know. I didn't.
I highly recommend it. I'm still in the middle of it. I got it on Audible, and it's a Russian-born American government operative, and she wrote the Putin playbook based on the Russian way of thinking and what she knew about him. I got a hard copy of it. I always get the Audible in a hard copy or Audible in the digital copy, and I read them together. And I loaned it to my dad because it's riveting. I could not put it down, but he needed a book to read, so I passed it over to my dad. But apparently he can't put it down either. He's riveted by it. So let's talk about, is 46 going to resign from the presidency? Right now, all of the news says no. He's going to finish out his term. I am refuting that. I do not think that
I
that's
agree.
going to happen. Four of Swords. He is sick with whatever. He's going to lay down. This is the end of his career. He needs to get out. He needs to get out. The Empress is up here. So who is the Empress? This is Dr. Jill. That's Dr. Jill. She's making decisions with him. Now, I understand that when you go into business, presidency, you're going to take counsel with your spouse, but this is a little bit more than taking counsel with his spouse. So down here, he needs someone to run this with him. He needs someone by his side. He is not going to ever tell her no, unfortunately. Tower, he's going to radically leave from office. I'm calling it. He is not going to finish out his term. Now, another psychic that I know predicted that there was going to be a woman in office, there wasn't going to be an election, and we were going to have this woman in office for 7 years. So do we see that happening? I don't know. Tarot, for tarot, we always have free will that comes into play. So there's always some element of agency that we have over the situation that's happening. Example, Trump turned his head last week. He turned his head. That when he said at the RNC that he wasn't supposed to be there, I believe him. I believe every word that he says. I think he really knows that he wasn't supposed to be here, that he was supposed to not turn his head. He just happened to turn his head, which is shocking, to have that sense of mortality, that, face that mortality that close to you. So I think here we've got 8 of Cups. I think the party is going to urge him to leave it. I think here the fear, the hopes and fears position with our Lovers card, they're going to tell him you're ineffectual. You're fired. They're going to fire him from the position. The party is going to fire him. And they're going to tell him, we're going to set you out to pasture. We're going to try and make it as soft a landing as possible. Is that going to happen? I don't know. I mean, you're quitting. You are quitting. Did John? I'm asking you. I don't know. I think Johnson dropped out. Did Johnson drop out of the race? I think he dropped out of the race. So all right, let's see. I'm gonna see if we have some more questions here. Liz Cheney, I'm not even playing that. Ruth, wrong party. I'm not sure what she's talking about.
Well, I said about Ted Cruz.
Oh, Ted Cruz. Pelosi would love the job. She's 108. She can't do the job. So Mark B. Weed, my new favorite chatter. Look at him for halftime. All right. I'm liking what this guy's saying.
Interesting.
Will Hunter be pardoned? Will he pardon his bozo son on the way out the door?
I hope not.
I just pre-ordered his London, whatever her name is, his baby mama's book. I think it's coming out in like a few days. I should have it in a few days. Old Joe, are you going to pardon your son? No. That's a no. That's a big fat no. Not doing it. Not doing it. So we'll have to see. So Anna Perkins, I don't think it does. I don't think that does. I think I think she's just finishing out the term, and then she would have a whole 2 presidencies that she will run. Yep, the Mark B. Weed Extreme. You're absolutely. I got to see if this guy's got a channel. If you have a channel, dude, I'm subbing right now. Mark B. Weed Extreme. Let me see. That is not him. Nope. There is a Mark B, but he's like a DJ. Nope. I'm gonna hunch down, dude, and see if you have a channel. So oh, he doesn't have a channel. He says no. He says no. Okay. Yeah, but I like the way you're thinking. So all right, so Kamala is the 47th president. That's wild. That is wild. All right. And we're 5 minutes away from the hutches coming up, guys. So here, I'm gonna put this in the chat for everybody. Share. We can all scoot on over to the hutches. I am confident I will be reading a lot more on all of this week. Grumpy, what time is it? What? Oh, I just broke my desk again.
It's nearly midnight.
Nearly midnight. All right, so I'm gonna make a oh, hi Hutch. Yeah, we're coming over.
We're coming. We're coming.
We're coming in. I'm gonna make some pina coladas, and then I'll be back on the hutches. So happy birthday, my friend. I just have water right now. I'm sorry, but
Tonight says vodka.
I'm gonna go judge something up. So I'm gonna make some pina coladas. I'm gonna see you over on the hutches, right? So we're gonna move over to Boston, England on this live feed. So everybody that's on the feed right now, go on over to the hutches. I am sure we're gonna be talking about all kinds of crazy stuff, but it's Mel's birthday tomorrow. So we're gonna wish her a happy birthday and have some fun. Okay. So everybody, thanks for being here. Wow, that was an hour and 10 minutes. That was really fast. Wow. We'll see you guys on the other side. Okay. Mark B. Weed, it's great meeting you. Hope to see you in the comments again. See you, everybody. Bye-bye. Grumpy, hang on.